Welcome, my friends, to our channel where we provide free
and honest
product reviews. I'm Bob.
And I'm Alex.
And together we are part of the review crew.
We see it, we'll review it.
Wow, you came up with that line on your own, huh?
Yep, just like that.
All right, today we're talking about one of the better ways to exercise while sitting. This device, it's called the Stamina in Motion E1000. Why they come up with all these words, I don't know. I mean, I think it's part of a different company or something.
We like to call it the elliptical.
Yeah, the elliptical. And this was actually made for standing.
Sure.
But we found out that it works really well with patients and people that are maybe a little bit less able-bodied,
Sure.
that they can use in their home. And it's just a great way to get exercise without putting themselves at risk as far as for falling or anything like that. So, so I was going to have Alex, do you mind demonstrating how you use it with standing? So
takes a little balance to get on it.
Yeah. So it's not a real wide stance or anything like that. I mean,
and it's not the smoothest motion when you're standing on it. I mean, there's a little bit of hitch to your step, but I mean, I can definitely feel it in my quads. My legs are burning a little bit.
So now let's show how we use it generally for. Do you want to grab those boards there, Alex, and I'll lift it up? And so generally, what we do, because it's a little hard on the ankles, unless you have something under it, we take a couple of boards, put it underneath this. You might even put this up against the wall.
Sure.
And now, when you're using it in a seated position, and again, if it's brought up, it really is smooth, isn't it?
Yep. No stress on the joints, hardly any stress.
A lot of people that, if you had knee replacement or if you're just trying to get a little bit of exercise, I bought one for my mom. And she just goes and sits in her chair, and it's an easy way to get, watch TV and get 20 minutes of exercise.
Sometimes in the morning to really warm up before the day gets going.
So you can see, that's why you might want to have it against the wall, or you have a 2x4 on the carpet. It probably won't slide as much. The only thing, you have to prepare a little bit. Let's say, if I was holding it like this, and you pushed really hard, it could tip the chair.
If you're putting equal pressure on the pedals, we see that quite often where we usually brace the chair they're even sitting into.
So you're going to want to be aware of that too. I mean, you could put it in a recliner, or if you're sitting in a big chair, it certainly wouldn't work. So the pros are that if you use it in a seated position, these tend to last a long time. We've been using these for 8 years. And a lot of them last, I mean, we use them all the time with every patient. And they still held up really well.
Hours and hours
and hours a day, right. And that's, again, because I think it's in a seated position. I think if you stand, some of the negative reviews were that it broke down a lot quicker.
Got a little squeaky sometimes.
Got a little squeaky, and we've oiled them sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But otherwise, they seem to last a long time. It's a reasonable price. I saw it recently for $79.99.
Sure.
That was with free shipping. That's a pretty good device for exercise device.
It's, what did you say it weighs, 24 pounds?
That's the negative thing, The con, it's 24 pounds. I mean, this thing is bulky.
But it's built solid.
Yeah, it's built solid, and it's just, there's no really good way to handle it. Somebody said there should have been a handle on it. I agree.
That would be,
that'd have been a big positive.
We didn't mention, Bob, there is a resistance knob on here. If it's too easy for you pedaling,
Does that work yet, though? That seems like one thing that breaks.
The knob on the other one we have did break off, so we don't use resistance. But sometimes people, if they want to work a little more, it does work,
And it's got is that measured steps?
Yep, every revolution it makes, it counts up one. So.
Okay. So, I mean, that's another thing if you want to track that. But again, the other negative thing is just, once you get it in one spot, that's pretty much where it's going to be. You're not going to be moving this around.
Unless you want to hurt your back.
I think we covered all the cons and the pros. So I think unless you haven't already subscribed to our channel, that's the only thing you have to do.
Yep, that's the only thing. That's the only thing we ask.
If you have a product and you want us to review it, you can send it our way. We'll give you a free but honest review. So
thank you.
Thanks for watching.